Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the channel if you're new. This was supposed to be my weekend video, but I finished the project on the weekend. I just didn't find the time to make the video until Tuesday. So there's like a video back to back, or almost back to back, this week. I have worked on a new set inspired by something I found online, and well, inspired by multiple things I found online, some real, some just drawn, made, whatever. And yeah, the whole set is like a casino bunny, casino girl set idea, with a top that you can see like sleeves, but not really anything else to cover. Pants and some covers for the more important areas of the body. The top itself consists, I used the full body suit as the basis, cut away most of the parts, added a hem to the bottom, which is more decorative than anything else because the whole thing is made of, or is supposed to be made of, like leather or some other similar material. So most of the details you see are more or less, I mean, it's all cosmetic because it's a 3D model, but you know what I mean. Yeah. When I had the first shape down, I added the details, in which case like a central like hem again with some buttons, this time like diamond shaped buttons. One thing I forgot to show in the video is the cuffs, because I made the cuffs and I forgot to make the cuffs in the first run, and once I saved the video I was like, oh wait, I forgot to make a detail, and I didn't bother to just turn up the software again and add the cuffs. What I added, well, what you can see is there is a collar of sorts. This is like close to the original. One thing, one issue I had with the color was that thanks to the shape of the whole thing, it became very flat, very distorted. So I had to like make multiple edges and weld them together effectively. Which you can see I did here. It works quite well. And then I added a little bow on the center, of course. It's made up of different pieces. You can see the side of the bow, then the and straps basically are different parts. I played around with the whole shape here a bit, because I wanted to make sure that this looks adequate, good, detailed enough, that you can see it. I also had to like play around with the textures a bit so that the actual top is shiny, but the bow obviously is not made of leather or latex or whatever. So yeah, the end of the bow is just like a grid that I cut up to yeah, make this form. And I wanted to add a little bit more detail, so I gave it like a coin, something. I'm calling it coin, but it's probably not. That is just on the top here, just on the front of the bow. Just a little visual detail, something you can see, but you don't really take. And I added a little crown to it just to have like a bit of visual flair. One issue that I had is when I wanted to thicken the grid of the crown, it didn't work, so I had to like extrude it. So it actually does work. Very simple UV maps, because I knew I wanted this to be like flat color surfaces. there's not coming any detail on it, any texture on it, but I do have to work on something else with textures in clothes in a few days. But it's just some t-shirts for something. Yeah, for the pants I actually took the original design that I saw online and was like, okay, I'm gonna take that, I'm gonna use that. So basically because I found it cool. It is like very skimpy, it doesn't hide a lot, but I just like this little like golden I guess heart-like shape on the front. So yeah, the legs basically were really simple, or the pants in general, because I just had to do this one shape. I had to do it twice though because it crashed one time, but it is what it is. Lastly, I made the covers. This also took me multiple tries, because first time I wasn't really happy with how the whole thing turned out. The thing is, you can see that I'm doing a lot of iterations on the like there's a lot of points and a lot of parts here, and I think that was one of my issues. I wanted this to be as close to the original as I could, which had a very specific heart shape, and I tried to like emulate that as much as I could. And the issue that I ran into was that I had so many points on this, so many little single vertices, that the shape basically got very distorted very quickly. It just wasn't what I wanted it to be, and thus I had to restart. This is the first try, as you can see, trying with the whole outer edge thing again, making sure everything kind of fits, but it just didn't look good enough for what I wanted it to be. So I had to basically redo the whole thing. You can see that here I'm basically doing the heart as simple as I possibly humanly can. I probably could have gone simpler in the shape again, but I did want to work that. This was the second try. I was not sure if I had if I needed more or less. I'm basically just trying around how I had to do this. In hindsight, I could have maybe even made another one, tried to even more simplify the base shape of the heart, but this one worked as intended. You can see that the edge of the whole thing is the same as before, and yeah, I tried to give it like a little extra hole, but sadly it crashed. But I had saved just prior to this, so I could go back. I couldn't make the little extra hole in the shape, which is fine. Just another detail I wanted to add. Lastly, I added this little extra thing. I guess it's a weight, I'm not really sure. Like it just looks cool, it just looks neat, cute, and I wanted to make this as close to the original as I could. I also had to do this one twice, I think, because the first one just like didn't look as much as I wanted it to. But yeah, overall relatively fun process. I rigged both of the breast covers. So that the whole thing like has its own weights, and that it looks okay-ish. I still have to figure out how to actually get rid of all the morph stuff, but that's for another time. Anyway, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys very soon this week with another one. Until then, stay healthy, stay safe, and I will see you guys around.